I want to make some insight into this particular video of Austin Shuffield and La Dajanique Lee. And I want to discuss how such situations can be avoided. I will talk about the video, I will talk about the hitting and all of that, but I'm not dealing with that kind of violence. Because everybody's seen the video, you've seen the footage. What I want to deal with when we're talking about black people or talking to black people, what can we do to avoid such situations? We know that these things can happen, and this young lady could have gotten herself killed. But what can be done to get black people from encountering such situations at a minimal cost, as well as our young black men encountering the police? I want to talk about her driving down a one-way street. And I'm not blaming the victim, because this guy is definitely wrong. And he should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But the young lady, La Dajanique Lee, she drove down a one-way street. And driving down a one-way street, she did this because she said that she wanted to let her friend out at the corner. I'm just dealing with that piece. Okay? If she doesn't drive down the one-way street, this guy is not going to confront her. The guy is a psychopath. The guy is crazy. But if she doesn't go down that one-way street, knowing that that's a one-way street, you know that that's not the way to do. All you have to do, boo, drive your friend down the right way. Because you could have got yourself killed by just going down a one-way street. Do the right thing by just dropping your friend off the right way. Because you knew what you're doing was wrong. That's the first thing I'm dealing with. I'm not dealing with what happens afterwards. I'm dealing with the fact that you're driving down a one-way street. Drop your friend off the right way. You never encounter this guy. You never get in any trouble. Everything is fine. But many times when things happen to our people, we are not talking about, okay, how little things can become really big things. And when little things become big things, people are crazy. There are a lot of white people out there who are crazy, who don't care about our people. Listen to what I'm saying. Whether that's police officers, whether it's people like this, we see many videos of folks calling the police for knocking on doors, trying to sell products or barbecuing, but in this situation, I believe this could have been avoided at all if she wouldn't have drove down this street. She wouldn't have ever met this guy. She drove down the street. This guy comes out. This guy is delusional. He's fucked up. Okay? He says that she's blocking her. The guy comes and takes a photo of the license plate. He had a gun. So she said, and this is what I'm saying, if she's brandishing the gun, baby, the man slaps the phone out of your hand and you say he's brandishing a gun because, you're trying to call the police. The man is brandishing a gun, baby. Why are you not trying to retreat from the situation? If he has a gun, you see he has a gun, you need to be trying to get away from this guy. The guy is already showing you he's crazy. Because if somebody walks towards me with a gun, I'm not trying to stay there and call the police in front of them. I'm trying to get the hell out of there. But this young lady is not trying to do that. She wants to stay there. I don't know if this lady was drunk or whatever, but she wants to stay there because you're driving down a one-way street. You want to stay there. You want to call the police in front of somebody who has a damn gun. And then when he slaps the phone out of your hand, which you should already be trying to retreat from the situation, even if your car is there or whatever. You should be trying to move your car, get away from the guy. But you're not trying to do that. You can come back and get your car and move your car and get your car later. Let him do what he got to do. But then the guy who has the gun, as you say, And I did see that he had something like that, so I believe her. He slaps he slaps the phone out your hand, and then you try to hit this guy. Now you know that this is a guy that's big. He's stronger than you. He has a gun, as you say. You cannot whoop this guy. You cannot beat this guy. So when this guy decides to treat you like a man, you have no defense for yourself because this motherfucker's crazy. Let me critique the other side. If the woman is driving down a one-way street, and we've seen situations before, if you want to get on the license plate, you have no business brandishing a gun towards anybody when you're not the police. You're not the police. If you feel that something is wrong, you need to take a picture of the license plate. If you want to tell the lady, can you please move? Because you know you're blocking me. She gives you some lip. You call the police. It is not your job to brandish a firearm to somebody who is breaking the law. Your job is to report that person to the police if they are not doing what you're saying that they're supposed to be doing. If she's driving down a one-way street illegally, you're supposed to notify the police, let them know that this person is doing this, they're driving this way, and let the police do their job. This is what you're supposed to do. But see, I'm going to tell you why he does what he does. He don't have no respect for black people, which that is obvious. Because I don't believe, and I'm just kind of, I'm going a little bit off topic here. I don't believe that if this was a white woman, he would treat her in this manner. I believe that there are some preconceived notions. I don't know if the guy is a white supremacist or whatever. I don't know if he has any history of this, but I can tell you that based off of the anger that he showed this woman, and he beat her like a man, this person has a serious issue. No mentally thinking person in their right mind is going to go after a woman who's driving down the one-way street. Absolutely, she had no business doing that. And we got to call her out on this because a lot of black people, the smallest mistakes can end your life with crazy people out here. A lot of people are just waiting for opportunity to confront you. A lot of people are looking for an opportunity to brandish their firearm towards you because you've done something and they're looking to do something to you because that's what they're looking to do. And in the time of, I got to say this, in the time of Donald Trump, I believe that white people have become who have a certain dislike for blacks or for minorities. I believe they have become a little bit more emboldened. And we've seen some of the rhetoric across social media and things like that. But I believe that they have, certain people at least, believe that there's no consequences for them. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he got released from jail with a small bond. I'm not sure if I know how much it is. But he has no, he's not the police. And you definitely have no business slapping the phone out of a woman's hand. No business. See, that is where he's making the mistake. No business. Because you can call the police. She should be able to call the police. Even if she is in the wrong. But see, you want to police her. Because you feel that you're in the authority to police her. You want to discipline her. Because you feel that is your right. And as a white man, as any man, it is not your right to discipline people like that. Your job is to call the police, let them know, and really, it seems like something as small as, excuse me, lady, I'm blocked in, this is a one-way street. I don't know if you know this is a one-way street, but can you move your car? So now, because you're an idiot, you will never get a job in that city again. You will be ever labeled as a white supremacist, as a woman beater, and you're going to get a felony on your record. But my question is, for all the people out there in the black community, he knows one thing that I'm going to say. Nobody's going to do anything about it. See, that's the one thing that he knows. He's okay with getting a felony on his record. He's okay with losing his job. He knows he's going to be able to walk out anywhere in Dallas, Texas, and nobody black is going to do anything about it. He knows that. Because, see, while black people are busy killing each other in Dallas and robbing each other in Dallas for what they did, for what he did, and what he can get away with, he'll know that his life is not in danger. And this is one of the reasons why, if we look at the black community and the issues that black men and black women have, people know that we don't get along. People know that black women don't have no support in certain issues. And some brothers could say that that's some of their own doing. But a lot of black women got to be honest with themselves when you look at something like this and say, do you really believe that you don't need black men at this point? This needs to be something that I think all black women need to look at this tape. And you need to understand that if you go down a one-way street one day, that could be you. And if you don't have a man that is willing to retaliate in your behalf, a group of men that's going to stand up for you, a group of men that will go out and seek justice on this dude, or pump the fear of God that no white man or any man will ever touch a black woman like that. A lot of you black women are around here talking about you independent. You don't need a man. Well, look at what's going on with this woman. This is what's going on. And this is why I believe that these black female and black male relationships, and when things like this happen, and when a white guy can do what he's doing, they know that they can get away with it. For the fact, because black men and black women are not getting along. Black men will sit around and talk about how wrong it is, but they're not going to do nothing to this guy. We all know that. He knows that. So I wanted to weigh in on this myself. Now I want to know, what do you think about it? I know a lot of you may not like my critique. You might not like what I had to say. But I dare you to refute it. We need to be strategic about who we come across and follow situations. Now, if this happens, when you are following the laws, like I've seen other black situations happen, I do know that happens. But we cannot leave anything on the table coming across crazy ass people. We need to be very understanding that in the times that we living in right now, you cannot put yourself in harm's way of meeting somebody retarded on these streets. America's crazy. Follow the laws. Do what you're supposed to do so that you don't encounter crazy people. Because this lady could have lost her life by just going down a one-way street and not making certain smart decisions, because the woman had no business being beat like that and had nobody there to help her. And she could have easily got killed. So, as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.